my skin so gorgeous. We thank the life gorgeous. Thank the life gorgeous. I love the life gorgeous. Its torso is so tight.
Welcome to Life Gorgeous, where I share my magical life in hopes of improving your life. Big introductions for Alec, Sulkin, and Goldy. Goldy, best known for the book So You're Going Bald, and also the creative force behind What Up? Alec Sulkin, known in most circles for Mike Grayson. Welcome, gentlemen.
It's good to be here. Great to be here.
It's good. I just have to start by saying these are old friends of mine from the Late Late Show. They both work on Family Guy. Alec is the executive producer, head writer, and most of his jokes get killed by the censors because they are controversial. Does that sound right, Alec?
No, I mean the some of it sounded right, but no, I would say that since my time with you, I have learned better what jokes can and cannot be on television. Not
as satisfying, is it?
No.
You know, a whipped horse doesn't need to speed like it used to.
That's right.
I get,
and he's my boss. So just say, like, I'd like to introduce one guy and that guy's boss.
How is your employee Goldy, Alec?
The best. Consistently the best ever since I've known him. Ever since he's been working on anything that I've been a part of, he's either tied for or clearly the best at that place.
Tells you how poor the state of things is. But thank you.
You guys started in stand-up in Boston or New York?
New York.
What was your best joke in your routine back in the 90s?
I can't tell it now. It was my closer, but it was it had a certain word in it that you can't say anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Goldy?
You had a joke about something with the Olympics and parallel bar mitzvahs. And
oh yeah. Yep.
That was funny.
The Jewish Olympics. I was the parallel bar mitzvahs, the what was it? The Oiga vault. Yeah. Those are pretty simple.
Yeah.
Goldy?
You know, I don't remember a lot of them, but I just saw that I had put one of my more effective jokes in TED, and I just saw that they're using it as a promo, which is that I wear ribbed condoms for her pleasure, but I turn them inside out and steal the pleasure.
That's a very Goldy joke. He broke the rules and went modern day, but I like that joke.
Have you guys, you know how sometimes you hear that tight five, like Seinfeld will go on Letterman and do his tight five, and there was a routine he did that it wasn't in his tight five, but I thought it was one of my favorites. Do you guys ever see when he does the Olympics and he's talking about the photo finish, greatest guy in the world, never heard of him? That's funny, right? Yeah,
yes.
I thought that should have been.
It's a great bit. I thought of a Seinfeld joke randomly 2 nights ago. Texted it to our buddy Viner. I picture Jerry saying, "You know, casualty is a weird word to describe death." It's like, "Oh my God, what happened?" He died. That was it.
Did you guys ever see either of his movies?
I saw the Bee
thing.
Movie. Yeah, I saw the Bee movie.
Was it good?
It wasn't as good as Seinfeld.
Right,
No.
right.
All the animated kids movies exist within a spectrum of 5% of each other, I would say.
Disagree. There are some that are amazing.
Name one.
Moana is fantastic. Coco was sublime.
I don't see the animated movies. I do have a little list of things I'm going to run by you about what we've been watching. But first, you guys are from Boston. The Patriots are back in the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. they were so there's no luck involved, by the way, with drafting Tom Brady in the 5th or 6th round, whatever it was. No, I get here's just a little bit of a rant. The Vikings have the 7th best winning percentage of all NFL teams. This year we at
that matters.
Well, I'm just saying, here's the reason we tried to trade up to get Drake May. We don't go 4-13. I mean, that's the problem. And this year,
that is a problem.
This year we were 4-8, and a local media member said it's the worst season in 15 years, and we finished 9-8. But enough about that. Congratulations. What are your emotions, Goldy?
Yeah, they never have had a Super Bowl QB through there, right?
He's speechless.
Wait a second. What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, it's they haven't had a QB who's capable of making the Super Bowl on their team, right? Like they just haven't had one.
They had Fran Tarkenton, who I was not a fan of.
Right. No, I'm talking about Darnold.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm saying they just had a guy and they just let him go for no reason.
The problem is I agree with letting him go, because in the 2 biggest games of the season last year at Detroit, we could have won the division. He stunk it up 2 games, and he stunk it up. He froze. And then against the Rams, he froze.
Yeah.
Now you have a guy who just freezes every game instead of just big games.
No, well, now that we're talking about it, I'm going to ask you guys this. We could have had Aaron Rodgers. He wanted to play for the Vikings before he went to the Steelers. I am guessing that one or both of you hate Aaron Rodgers. Alec, do you hate Aaron Rodgers?
I don't like him.
Why?
That's for sure. I think he's sort of fallen out of I think he was briefly hated when he was on the Jets, but then that ended so spectacularly bad that I was actually kind of felt badly for him.
Right.
I think he's irrelevant now in today's NFL. And I don't think the Vikings would be in the Super Bowl if Aaron Rodgers were on the team instead of JJ McCarthy.
Well, interesting you say that. Internally in the building, they said, "Yeah, we'll make the playoffs with him, but do you think we'll win a Super Bowl with him?" Like they're like, you don't know how good the teams are. There's no dominant team in the NFL.
It sounds like a 1st-round loss if they had him. I mean,
so let me just say, I like him. I don't care about his off the field stuff, and I don't really pay attention. But as far as throwing the football, along with Dan Marino, his throwing motion is spectacular and beautiful. Well, he flicks the wrist this year.
But he does, but he looks nothing like he looked a decade ago. And because he was scary and one of the best ball throwers of all time. His delivery, where he would put it, the speed, everything was perfect for a long time, but it's not there anymore.
Besides me, does any of us look the way we did a decade ago? Besides Goldy, do you like Aaron Rodgers?
I look roughly the same, or the same roughly.
You look like Mark Ruffalo.
Love Zodiac. I love Zodiac.
One of my favorites. One of my favorite movies. I could talk about it for 3 hours.
Why? I mean, I saw it. I like it.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you. Because it's the pacing. You just get lost in this world. It's San Francisco, my favorite city in America. They're searching for this guy. And it's just the pacing. They bring you in. It's like when I watch Vertigo. James Stewart is obsessed with Kim Novak. He just drives around San Francisco to the Bernard Herrmann soundtrack.
Yep.
It's hypnotic. Go ahead, Alec.
There's something about, because I often wonder what it is about Zodiac that keeps me rewatching it.
Yeah. And
it's a mixture of simplicity and sophistication. Like the way Fincher presents the whole thing to you is simple and beautiful, and the subject matter is incredibly sophisticated.
Yeah.
And of course you could go a dozen deep with the performances in that movie that are fantastic.
Right.
I love it. Music is an A+. It was just great. Beautiful. And maybe one of the best years of cinema ever, 2007. You had No Country for Old Men, There Will Be Blood, the assassination of Jesse James, and Zodiac all that year.
I do love No Country for Old Men. It's my favorite Coen Brothers movie, just to let you know.
I've never heard anyone mention the assassination of Jesse James in the company quality-wise of those other movies.
I submit that it is.
Goldy, why doesn't Zodiac do anything for you?
I don't know. I just found it's, you go in knowing they don't catch him. It's a lot of people just failing to solve a puzzle.
Yeah.
I think Jake Gyllenhaal is I like him actually as an actor. I'm not anti him, but he sticks out a little bit sore thumb wise. Like it feels a little bit like they're just hiding a guy who's on HGH and pretending he's of that era. I just thought it was okay. Like everyone always brings it up as this great movie, and I just saw Jay Kelly and I liked it more than Zodiac.
Interesting. Interesting
kind of statements.
Yeah, but I also think that the Knives Out franchise is better than Star Wars. So
which you haven't seen.
So
true.
Lot to unpack. I love saying it just to be with the young people unpacking.
Yeah, let's deep dive the unpacking.
One more thing on Fincher. The other one I like,
Mindhunter,
is I just started watching that, but just a second. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I like that. I like that more than Zodiac, I think, because I watch it more and more. I watch it over and over again, and I like the kind of blue-gray look that he has. It's just great. And Christopher Plummer. But what did you just say? Knives Out. So I watched the first one and I rewatched it and liked it. I watched it the second time like a year later. But in the middle of that, I tried to watch the second Knives Out movie and stopped immediately. It was just over the top silly. I don't know. Sometimes it's too eccentric or bizarre for me. And I will watch the third. I started the third one. It's okay. First one's good. Why do you like Knives Out so much? The first one's good.
I think they're really well written. Like, I think there are legitimate mysteries at the core that, like Agatha Christie or something, they are simple on the surface, but the solution is always better than, what you are thinking as the movie goes along. And I just think the performances are really strong. I think they're shot well.
Right.
And just as mysteries, they hold up,
but isn't the first one way better than the second one?
I don't think so, but I understand why you might.
Okay.
I really like the second one. The second one might be my favorite, actually.
Wow. Maybe I'll try to.
I like how the Ed Norton, how they unravel. First of all, it's clever and I take my hat off to them because I don't want to take my actual hat off to reveal a bald head, but I take my hat off in that it was shot during COVID clearly, and there were all these restrictions, and they managed to do something really compelling in one location, which I thought was very cool.
Do you have an opinion on the Knives Out, Sulk?
I don't, and it's funny. I watched, the only thing I've seen is a little bit of the newest one, and I really didn't like it, so I stopped watching. But I just, within the last week, got around to watching the Daniel Craig Bond movies that I had not yet seen.
Okay, wait a second.
Which included your favorite moment, cuckoo, thank you. Like, I had never seen Spectre, which I thought was good.
How had you not seen those?
Well, it's busy? Funny. I saw Casino. Don't. I heard that. I know I'm not busy.
I mean, how does someone not see it?
When it came out, I loved it. I missed Quantum of Solace. It was like during a writer's strike. I heard it wasn't good, and then I watched it now, and it was bad.
Correct.
Skyfall might be the best Bond ever. Maybe.
Correct.
Maybe. It might
Javier Bardem is ridiculous. And who am I? Welcome to Scotland. Welcome to Scotland. When Albert Finney.
Yeah, as his caretaker. So yeah, it was great. A friend of ours did point out, he was like, I loved it, but that sort of had a Home Alone ending. And so I didn't like that part. But I hated No Time to Die, and I really liked Spectre. And Christoph.
Yeah, I think Spectre is underrated. We all love Léa Seydoux, believe her name is. And what's his face? Christoph Waltz is so
cuckoo, thank you. He was great.
Have you guys ever heard my we mentioned Albert Finney in Skyfall. Have you ever heard my Albert Finney from the Bourne series?
Let's hear it.
Okay, let's see if I can do this.
You're no longer David Webb. You're Jason Bourne.
Wait.
You chose us.
Okay, what do you think of that?
It's a recording of you doing
that. I can't do it on cue. I don't do impressions professionally, so I have a couple of me.
You're no longer David Webb. You're Jason Bourne. You chose us.
Anyways, because his voice is ridiculous. And I finally watched Aaron Brockovich. I'd never seen it. I watched it a week ago, and he's not doing his obviously British accent, but his voice is just like so strong.
Back here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tails off a lot. But did you ever see The Dresser?
I wonder if I should take this off here because let me see. Yeah, because Alec is getting cut off. Look at that. Let's see. Everyone spelled their name correctly. Only one is all caps. What was the name of the movie, Alec?
The Dresser.
I've heard of it. I've not seen it.
You would love it.
Yeah. Is that Albert Finney?
Yeah, it's Albert Finney and Tom Courtenay.
Okay.
You recognize him, another famous British actor.
Before we go back to the movies and the television shows, I just want to go back to your Patriots. Goldy, are you shocked that they're in the Super Bowl? Are you excited?
No, but I think the AFC is, like, if I'm being objective about it, the AFC is not nearly as good as the NFC.
100%.
The
I say the
level of
Rams. I say the Niners could beat the Patriots, the Rams, the Seahawks, and maybe the Bears. But I'm being disrespectful, I think.
Anyone can beat anyone.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
You know, there's no dominant team.
Right.
But I hope Sam has a good game. Some Viking fans are not rooting for him. I am. I was rooting for KG when he went to Boston, Kevin Love when he went to Cleveland, Ricky wherever he goes, Ricky Rubio. But do you like Vrabel? Coach Vrabel?
Oh yeah.
Vrabel?
Yeah.
Love him.
No Spygate so far. Could come out in June or July.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, imagine if you were able to know the other team's plays that they had used, either by seeing them in slow motion in a hotel conference room or by watching actual film from the field, like the incredible competitive advantage you'd have. Like people in their sweats in a hotel conference room, sort of slowly running a run play. Imagine what you could do with that.
What are your thoughts? We'll start with Alec on Belichick, not a first ballot Hall of Fame coach.
I mean, as Kuzi might say, I think it's a disgrace. I think it diminishes the integrity of the Football Hall of Fame. I mean, I do. I think it's a disgrace. And if the stories of day one are accurate, that it was Bill Polian, sort of whipping votes against him, right, that makes perfect sense. Like he's, it's apparently it was Spygate that stopped the Colts 4 times on the 1 yard line from getting in their home field when we were, I guess the Spygate made Peyton Manning throw it directly to Ty Law 3 times in a playoff game. It's insane. And Polian went from the Bills to the Colts, and those are 2 franchises we destroyed. And so he's pissed. They still haven't got off the mat, either of them.
Goldie, do you want to add anything to that?
I mean, I'm not someone who like really cares about any Hall of Fame, but it just always seems stupid where if you were to go to the Baseball Hall of Fame and you don't see Pete Rose and you don't see Barry Bonds, like the whole thing seems absurd to me.
One of my favorite quotes about the Baseball Hall of Fame is Roger Clemens saying, "I don't need your stinking Hall of Fame." Now, we know these guys took steroids to compete.
Sorry, my dog.
They weren't monitored. They weren't, but we all know how good Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens are. So they should be able to, as a non-baseball fan, we should know that they're Hall of Fame people. Whose baby is crying in the background?
It's one of my dogs who just starts to get up in my face every once in a while. So that's happening now.
I wanted to ask you, let's stay on Boston. I want to know the psyche of the town. First, what's your favorite? What movie is better, The Town or The Departed?
Oh,
there's a correct answer, and I love both of them, and I rewatch.
I love both of them, and I got to go with The Town. It's more rewatchable for me. I love The Departed. It's almost too dense, whereas The Town just feels like I'm watching like a great TV or something.
Goldie.
I think it's The Departed. I mean, I think about The Departed way more, and moments in The Departed, like the Matt Damon, I'm looking for myself That they're more memorable, kind of interesting moments in that. I think there are more flaws in the movie, but I think it's a better movie. Like one of the Family Guy writers, Patrick Meighan, always points out, like, who's the mole in our operation? Is it the guy who's been with me for 30 plus years and never had a single issue, or this new guy who's been here 4 weeks?
Who just graduated from the police academy.
Well, so it's interesting. I agree with Alec. I find myself rewatching The Town more. The Departed, I think, is better. Now, if you look at the ratings, the rating on IMDb, it's 8.5 for The Departed and 7.5 for The Town.
Too far apart.
Too far apart is correct.
But those ratings are always maddening.
Well, the ones that, a friend of mine.
Only because our stuff gets rated low.
Well, no.
A friend of mine uses Rotten Tomatoes because he thinks the Tarantino movies are just too high on IMDb. And speaking of Tarantino, I did want to ask you guys about him. Number one, thoughts on him criticizing the actors? And you find it entertaining? Or Alec, looks like you like that stuff. I
did. I mean, first of all, it happens that I agree with him on Paul Dano. Not that Paul Dano is like a terrible actor, but in There Will Be Blood, the gap in the acting between Day-Lewis and him was incredible. And also, I think Quentin Tarantino is uniquely suited to have opinions on actors. And I think he got too much flack for, it wasn't kind what he said, but it's like, okay, he's kind of an expert.
By the way, he's one of those guys that he will say things that I'll agree with certain things. I'll tell you one of them. He said about Zodiac, he goes, I saw it in the theater, I didn't really care about it. Then I rewatched it at home, and now I'm like, this is the greatest thing. It grew on him.
Yeah.
I don't like his opinion on Hitchcock. And then he says, well, he was limited by the rating system or something. But maybe he wanted more blood and gore in the Hitchcock movies. I don't know. But I don't see a lot of his movies. There are two that I like, and the other ones I didn't really finish. I just didn't care about them. But what are your favorite Tarantino movies? Start with the young Goldy.
I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is the best one.
Yep, I agree.
Loved it. I just loved it. I want to point out, I also like Paul Dano. He was in a Brian Wilson movie that I really
that was
enjoyed.
So good. Goldy.
Yeah.
I only saw the movie once, but I've sent the clip to people when he's writing God Only Knows, and his dad goes, I don't like it. That sucks.
Yeah.
He goes, I just thought it would be. What does that mean? His dad was so negative.
I just want to can we sidebar on Brian Wilson for 1 second?
Yeah,
because there's a great Brian Wilson documentary. It came out like last year or 2 years ago. And basically, the entire documentary is that this guy brings Brian Wilson to like his childhood home, and he says, do you want to go in? And Brian Wilson goes, no, I'm having too much anxiety. I'd really like to go get a Cobb salad and some ice cream. And basically, Brian Wilson, and I talked to a friend of his, my friend Andy Paley, who subsequently died, who worked with Brian Wilson. He's like, Brian Wilson would manipulate people into just buying him a Cobb salad and soft serve ice cream. Like, it was just amusing to him. So he basically, under the guise of this guy making a documentary, got him to take him out to lunch 15 times by going to the location, going like, I don't know, I just kind of want to eat a Cobb salad.
That's hilarious.
Legend.
That is bizarre. The other, what's your?
But I like back to Tarantino.
Right.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood stands above everything to me.
What's your second favorite Tarantino movie? If you have one.
The Christoph Waltz, why is the name?
Inglourious Bastards?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's number 2 to me. I mean, just the beginning of that, like the riveting first 18 minutes.
Right.
Were incredible. I'm not as big a fan of like Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs as everyone.
Correct. I tried watching Kill Bill.
Pointless gore to me.
Yeah. Alec?
Yeah, I agree that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was by far my favorite. But I do like a lot of his other movies. I loved Kill Bill.
Okay.
I loved Kill Bill 2. I thought seeing those in the theater were some of the best movie-going experiences I've ever had. Went with our buddy John Viner. I love Django Unchained. I thought that was great. And I really liked Pulp Fiction, but at the time I was team Forrest Gump. Because there was that competition between them where it was like, are you a Pulp Fiction guy or are you a Forrest Gump guy? I was totally a Forrest Gump guy.
God, I didn't see Forrest Gump until I don't know how many years later. So I don't see a lot of popular movies.
Do you like steak or do you like oatmeal? I like oatmeal. Okay. I'm an oatmeal guy.
You have to choose. Gun to your head.
I'm anti-pop culture, but you didn't mention my other Tarantino movie, which I have right up there with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, as far as me enjoying it. I know it's not as good as Jackie Brown. Unbelievable.
No,
it's great.
No, that wasn't
great soundtrack. Robert Forster was great. I like the way they switched the bags at the mall.
Yep.
Did you ever see that, Goldy?
I did not.
Oh, okay. So much for that. Come to a screeching halt.
Screeching halt. We can talk more about the Vikings. Oh.
No, I wanted to ask.
Sorry, I saw it. It was great.
All right.
Here we go.
Good job.
No, but I wanted to ask Boston people this because I don't know the psyche of the town and stuff. Whitey Bulger. Was he prominent in your childhood? Like, is everyone aware of him? And what do you guys think of him?
I mean, I was aware of him. He was in the Globe and the news all the time growing up. Where was he?
Right.
I think I speak for all of us when I say criminals who get away with it are kind of cool.
Yeah.
Do you guys know where he was staying for the longest time?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right down the street from my second apartment in Santa Monica. Less than a block away.
Did you ever run into him, Goldy, and not turn
I wouldn't know. But I mean, he was so close to me. And the funny thing about I broke the lease on that apartment early because I found a better apartment that was closer to Venice that I wanted to go to, and I was kind of nervous. So I approached my landlord and I said, I'm sorry. I know I'm breaking my lease, but I really want to leave. And then she, to try to get some one-upsmanship on me, said, "Oh, don't worry. That apartment has already been taken by Larry Hagman's niece."
Oh, she got you.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit. Well, yeah. I mean, you really
had
got
to feel so small after that.
Craig, I wanted to add that in my childhood, also seeing Paulina Porizkova in the swimsuit issue gave me a Whitey Bulger.
Boom, ba-dum-bum.
She now dates a bald guy.
I know. You keep track of such things.
What? So let me, before I run a few shows and movies by you to see if you've seen them, if you like them. What have you guys been watching recently? We'll start with Alec Sulkin. What movies or series have you been watching?
Oh,
that you like?
Interesting. I feel like we just watched. What did we trying to? Oh, we watched because it won all those Golden Globes. Adolescence on Netflix.
Okay.
It was a 4-part TV thing with that actor you'd recognize, Stephen Graham, short British actor who's great.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was fantastic. Okay. So we loved that. I feel like we tried to get into a couple of the Oscar movies. Like I haven't been able to get through Sinners yet. I just watched like the first 10 or 15 minutes and I can't keep the momentum for it. So I want to get through that by Oscar time, but I haven't yet.
Before I forget, because I didn't write it down and I forgot, I did see Bugonia and I liked it.
Yeah. They make good movies together.
Goldy, what have you been watching?
I wasn't kidding when I said I saw Jay Kelly and really enjoyed it. The Noah Baumbach movie. I know that didn't get legitimate Oscar consideration, but to me, it's one of those. It's a really good movie where the central problem isn't really a problem, but you're just watching George Clooney in nice locations sort of have, emotionally resonant conversations. I thought it was actually really enjoyable, if not great.
Right.
I saw The Chair Company. Are you a Tim Robinson fan?
I don't know. I'm
No
not
way,
familiar.
Craig is. No way.
Oh, Tim Robinson is a really funny comedian. I don't know if you like his stuff. It can be like loud and sudden.
wouldn't.
I'm not sure you would love him.
Right.
would
But
hate
he has a sketch show called I Think You Should Leave on Netflix. That's really good. And this is his HBO show.
Yeah.
So those are the most recent things I've
Train
watched.
Dreams. Excellent. Train Dreams. On
I know
Netflix.
about that one. I know about that one.
That was great.
The cinematography. So I watch mostly crime and espionage, but I was just going to say on the Clooney thing, surprisingly, I never got into the Steven Soderbergh directed Ocean series. I tried to watch it. The color was blown out. They blew out the color too much, but that wasn't the reason I stopped watching. The two Clooney movies I like are Michael Clayton and The Descendants. That's it for me.
Huh.
So
I did not like The Descendants. To me, Jay Kelly is better than The Descendants.
Descendants, I had to watch it a second time to like it. It was, and I didn't love it. It was okay. I mean, Sideways blows everything away as far as, and then I did watch Nebraska. I thought it was kind of entertaining. I did watch the one with Paul Giamatti.
Elections.
I didn't see that.
The Holdovers was my favorite movie of maybe the last 5 years. I thought The Holdovers was amazing.
That's the Giamatti one?
Giamatti, yeah.
I thought the ending was
Giamatti
good.
is Taylor Swift for bald guys.
Okay.
That's a great
He's
point.
great. Speaking of which, I'm going to rattle off some things. So Giamatti was in Billions, and the other actor I thought was amazing as well. Lewis, whatever his name is. Damian Lewis. But I did not continue to watch the series Billions. Did you guys watch the entire series?
No.
I haven't even seen A Billion.
I saw the first couple of seasons, and we loved it. I don't know why. I think the gap between seasons got long, and then I just fell off.
So the guy, I can't remember his name, Compliment or whatever, whoever's writing that is an NBA fan. And I swear to God, he had references that you guys would get, but I felt like Allen Iverson on the open floor. He did a Dominique Wilkins reference and Allen Iverson reference. I was laughing. It was like crazy.
Right.
Succession is another one that I watched a little bit, but I never finished it. I thought it was solid, and some of it's very obnoxious and funny. Did you guys have what was your opinion of Succession?
I loved it.
Loved it. You watched all of it then.
One of the top 5 dramas of all time.
Okay. Goldy?
Amazing. I thought it was incredible. And I'm also forever pissed at the LA Times because right before it was like the second or third to last episode where, and this is a spoiler alert, turn it off if you don't want to hear. Logan Roy. Well, now, do you mind if I spoil it for you?
Go. You don't bother me. Not at all.
Okay. Logan Roy dies, right? And you've invested, I think it's season 4 or something.
Right.
And the LA Times, after the episode, had a headline and it said, like, noted CEO Logan Roy dies. I guess they thought they were being cheeky.
Yeah.
But it had only aired on the East Coast. It hadn't aired on the West Coast. So I just checked the news as I habitually do, to stay informed, to write topical jokes constantly.
For a show that
then they aired this. They aired a fake
later.
They wrote a fake obituary for a TV show that hadn't aired yet.
Oh wow!
And they ruined it for me.
Wow. So, do you guys want to guess? Now I've seen. I think I've seen first 2 seasons, but there's one guy that jumps out at like
Kieran Culkin.
No, he's good. I thought you'd guess that.
Okay.
Who's my favorite? I don't know his delivery. It makes me laugh the way he talks, and you see his teeth like this, and he just. Do you have a favorite?
It's got to be Tom. Tom is my second.
Yeah,
guess.
Matthew. Yeah. Is it McFadden?
McFadden, yeah.
McFadden.
He's
because he's British and he's doing it as American. He just seems a little. It's a funny delivery, and his interaction with the tall young guy is funny.
Awesome. They're so funny together.
Yeah.
That show had so many great pairings, so many characters where it was interesting to listen to them have a conversation, which is, sadly lacking in so many dramas, but I love that.
There is a friend of mine who didn't like the series. That he doesn't like. He loved The Sopranos because he says Tony is trying to improve, and he says nobody in Succession is trying to improve. They're just all cutthroat losers or whatever. Does that bother you? It's not.
I disagree with it because I think Kieran Culkin's character is tries to do things to improve himself. Like he goes into the base level executive training program. And
he was forced.
How many times did you guys...
he does try to learn. I don't know. I don't agree with that sentiment really.
Did you watch it over and over, or you just watched it through once?
I watched it several times.
Okay, I'm going to ask a question, and I want to see if you can answer it. You want to know what it's like being rich? That's what the Tom character says. He explains
is it the $5 million? That's the nightmare speech. Is that
no? It's different than that.
Which I love that.
It's effing amazing. It's like being a superhero, except you're not wearing a suit. You're wearing something by Armani, something like that.
It was so great. It was filled with so many great lines too.
Here's a show that I like. I'm hoping one of you has seen it, and it grew on me. It's a series, and I liked it I liked season 1, but then I watched it again like months later, twice through. So I've seen it 3 times through. The Jackal on Peacock. Yeah.
Watched it twice.
That's good, right?
I've seen it. Yeah.
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
It was great. And, I have literally right over here, sad that I can't really turn everything to show, but my wife's good friend in England is a photographer. And so always goes to like the BAFTAs and all that kind of stuff. So we have like an awesome picture of Eddie Redmayne in a white tuxedo at an award show here. Yeah. And it was before Jackal. And we always kind of looked at it like, why don't we have a picture of this guy? Like he's good. And then the Jackal kind of legitimized us having that photo. But I loved it.
Did you ever see the movie?
Yes.
That was great.
Yep.
What's that actor's name?
Fox.
Yes, Edward Fox.
It's one of their brothers. So
correct.
One of them.
Yeah. And my brother and I, again, Fox is out in the woods painting his whatever Triumph or whatever car it is, Fiat, painting it powder blue or making it white, making it white. It was powder blue, but he's shirtless painting it. And we just thought, we're like, look at that. It's cool. He's just out there in the woods painting his car. But I really liked that movie. Now, I always have to mention this, and I rewatched it a few years ago, and it didn't blow me away. The one that blows me away always is my favorite Robert Redford movie is 3 Days of the Condor.
Maybe the best hair ever in a movie. Redford's hair.
Yeah.
In that movie.
Did you ever see that, Goldy?
At the risk of bringing this again to a screeching halt, no.
I have seen that many times.
But I do have a framed photo of the security guard that Jackal had anal sex with from the concert hall. I just can't aim my camera at it.
I remember. Oh, yeah, that's
that's a good pull. I love 3 Days of the Condor. Excellent.
Couple movies here, just older movies. I had not seen them when they came out. They're artsy movies. Paris, Texas, Wim Wenders. Did you guys ever see that?
Hey, Wim Wenders. Yeah, no,
okay.
It's funny. That one's on one of the channels now. It's on HBO or something like that. And it's Harry Dean Stanton standing on like railroad tracks. I'm like, God, I should watch that. And then I click it open. It's like 2 hours and 31 minutes. I'm like,
yeah. You ever see it, Goldy?
No, I'm annoyed that there's a Paris in Texas. I just don't like that.
That's might be the best reason to have not watched.
Ever see Badlands? Terrence Malick? I watched that in the last year.
Another one that's like guiltily on my list of not having seen.
Have you ever seen a Jim Jarmusch film, Broken Flowers?
No.
Okay.
I think I was forced to see another Jim Jarmusch movie in the 90s, but I don't know, something about coffee or cigarettes.
I think I was too busy watching Whit Stillman movies back then. I never got to see any Jim Jarmusch.
Okay, a couple contemporary movies that I saw I think they were both on Netflix. Rip with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon.
Also on my list. I want to enjoy it. I don't think I'm going to like it, but I will watch it.
Goldy?
It feels hard to find the particular 2+ hours I'm going to need to watch that. If I had them, there's a million other things.
Here's a
it gave
Kilby
it away.
technique.
The preview gave it away anyway.
Here's a Kilby technique. I rarely will watch. I rarely watch a 2-hour movie straight through. I watch it over consecutive nights. I'll watch 40 minutes and then go to sleep and then watch. I do that. It's like putting down a good book. You come back to it. Anywho,
your innovations are staggering.
Formula. Was it called Formula One with Brad Pitt?
Oh yeah. I didn't watch that either.
Okay, so both of those are solid. They don't blow me away. They're very popular. They don't blow me away.
Yeah.
The one that was pretty good did not blow me away, but was much better than those two was Another Battle After Another.
I was left a little cold by that.
Yeah, it was okay, but Sean Penn, it's worth watching for Sean Penn, right?
I thought the beginning was so stupid that I kind of never recovered.
Yeah,
it was hard for me to then enjoy the rest, which I was pretty good. I was a little annoyed that Leonardo DiCaprio never took off his robe when he was just being chased all over, and it's like just take off your bathrobe as you're doing parkour over several buildings, but I hated the beginning.
Yeah, it was irritating. Very irritating.
For me, it was, I thought the performances were great. I thought it looked beautiful.
Yeah.
I didn't like the story. I feel like they set up a bunch of stuff in the story that never paid off. Like when the mom kind of slipped away and you knew she was alive somewhere, I was like, okay, she's coming back. She never did. Right. And also they set up what's his face as the karate instructor. Nobody used karate. It's like showing us a gun and never using it.
Yeah.
There was a point where it felt almost like an episode of Columbo that wasn't one of the good ones. Like when he was looking through a telescope, I was like, this feels very like a Columbo, but not a favorite.
Right. I'm just going to go back to Bugonia. Did you guys? You have not seen it, correct?
I saw the first 15 minutes.
Oh,
I saw her get abducted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'll never see that. That just
I could ruin it
impossible.
for you, but I just
you can ruin it. You can't ruin it for me. I mean,
they thought she was an alien and abducted. So as I'm watching, I'm like, I'm going to ruin it for people right now. But as I'm watching, I'm asking AI, are they making fun of conspiracy theorists here? Are they making fun of mental health issues? Some people say they are, but remember, and then, so the very end, he escapes with the guy. What's the guy's name? Jesse. Yeah. And she says, she escapes from his house and she says, we're going to go up to the planet now. We're going to go out. We're going to beam up. We're going to beam up. So she's safe now. And she goes to her work and I really want them to capture him, but she locks herself in the office and everyone's like, what's going on? And she's on a calculator. She goes, I need the code here. She's making up a code or something. We're going to beam you up through the closet. And he goes, if you mess around here, and he opens his jacket, he's got a bunch of bombs on him. If you mess around with me, I'm going to blow myself up. So he goes in the closet to beam up, and he explodes and his head goes flying. So you think, okay, she's good, but she actually goes in the closet and gets beamed up, which surprises everybody. Like it's like at the end of No Way Out, he was the Russian spy. Right, you know what I'm saying? Anyways,
even a little
today,
more.
the Daily Mail said that Trump has a speech written to reveal that aliens are real. That's happening this week, supposedly.
So I don't pay attention to it, except I hear, I've seen there was a guy on Bill Maher who was pretty adamant about it. And I'm not saying I don't believe in it. I just don't focus on it. Do you guys have any opinion on aliens?
Yes. I badly want to be abducted. Incredibly just want to be taken on board.
You want out of here.
Volunteer. Anytime I'm in a desert, I take my shirt off and stand in the middle of the emptiness and beg to just be taken away from this planet.
I wish I knew the name, but do you want? It's not Ralph, but what's your bulldog's name?
Lloyd.
Lloyd. Do you want Lloyd to go with you though? Obviously.
Well, the best would be if they somehow were like giant dogs. That would be the best thing, obviously. But if he could go, that would be great too.
Yeah. Alec, do you think about aliens?
Oh, often. I mean, it's a matter of public record that I was wrecked and rebuilt by ET at age 9. So they've been on my brain a lot.
Craig, do you know the story of him and ET?
No, I don't. Is it?
I was carried out of ET by my mother because I was so broken by the movie, and I was 9, so it was like I was too old to kind of really be carried.
He also at the time weighed 129 pounds.
No, that's incorrect. He just threw out a funny.
So wait, you were an emotional wreck after ET?
Wrecked. Well,
you know, it's weird. I think Sulk is mellow for different reasons. Maybe there's some substance involved. But when he went to a Clipper game, I could not believe how angry he was at the refs. It was like his place to unload. So I don't really know what's going on there.
Well, by the way,
Goldy, ET threw you. Anything else throw you off? Any other movie have that effect on you?
No, ET was the thing that cracked me. To get briefly deep, my parents got divorced when I was 5. And E.T. was about a 9-year-old boy whose father lived in another country like mine did. And he then an alien comes and they're friends. Mm-hmm. And then they kill the alien in front of you. So I was like, I had so much invested in this alien friendship. And then when they kill E.T., spoiler alert, he comes back to life. But like, I was so broken by that up and back that I did need physical assistance getting out of the theater.
Wow. I was bummed at the end of Chinatown when Faye Dunaway died, but I didn't.
Same deal.
I didn't. I was able to walk out of the theater and get to the bar in time before I passed out. Here's a movie I want to know if you guys have seen. And I'm going to ask you this preface where. Are there movies you tried to watch and said, I can't do this, and then you come back to them and like them? Because I tried to watch The Conversation a number of years ago, and I thought it was going to be more like French Connection, and it was slow, and it was artsy, and it's Coppola. And now I love it, and I've seen it twice. Have any of you guys seen The Conversation shot up in San Francisco?
I love The Conversation.
Yeah. Why is that?
It's such an interesting thing. Like, you know, I'm a big Star Wars fan, and what's really interesting about it is
move your head to the right so I can see you.
A lot of the technology that, you know, Gene Hackman's listening devices and the way that it's being processed, and it's before Star Wars, like maybe a year or two before, you can hear where Star Wars got a lot of their sound design through The Conversation. And so that's already very cool to hear. And then the natural style of the acting, obviously, which was a big 70s thing. And Hackman is one of my favorites.
Yep.
And then even Frederick Forrest and Cindy Williams, you know, walking through the park, the ones that he's surveilling.
Union Square.
Yeah, their acting is fantastic. I loved it.
Harrison Ford.
Yeah, sure.
Goldy, I assume you haven't seen it. That's okay.
No, I watched it and liked it. This was maybe 20 years ago at this point, but I never really thought about it again.
Right.
But I did enjoy it. It's like you know, Bullet or something. Like I just where I just watched it and I was like, oh, I see how everyone likes these and great, but I just never went back.
Right. Well, Bullet, I like Bullet, but it doesn't. Again, it's not 3 Days of the Condor, but anyways, it's good. I mean,
you're just waiting to get to the car chase.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want to hear Jackie Bissett talk a little bit. That's about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So one more show and then we'll move on to a different subject. Thank you for taking time out of your busy weekend.
Of course. I got out of church.
Yeah. We're recording this on a Sunday. Landman, everyone talks about it. You guys have an opinion on Landman?
I'm going to have to deal with this. Hold on a second.
Okay, go ahead. Goldy, you ever seen Landman?
I'm like saving Landman for a time when I'm on a flight or something. I just haven't. It lines up a few things I like, which are Billy Bob Thornton, and I like anything that's kind of loosely about business. I enjoy. Like I like anything where there's illicit stock trading, or like lying to shareholders or moving currency. So it checks a lot of boxes for me.
So he says he hasn't seen it, but he's looking forward to it because of a couple things: Billy Bob Thornton and some business discussion. I watched the first season; it's pretty good. Billy Bob, to me, is at his best. He plays a great character, and he's really good. And the funny thing is, so the second season, everyone's like, "Oh, the writing has fallen off," and I only watched the first 3 episodes. Then my friend said, "You got to watch the finale, the 10th episode," and the 10th was unbelievable. But the stuff that's good is the business stuff, is the oil stuff, is the confrontation. And there's this female lawyer who is tough talking, and she's good, and she has a lot of good scenes in the 10th episode. Have you seen Landman, Alec?
I saw the first season as well. I haven't watched season 2, and I had a pretty similar opinion to you, but I also had something that I noticed about the show is, and it's what's his name who does Yellowstone. What's his name?
Taylor Sheridan.
Sheridan, right.
Yeah.
So he's unlocked a secret where, it used to be like, oh, we have a TV show. Let's make the wife hot. He's like, let's make everyone hot.
Correct. That's been said before. Good point. About Landman, they're all, exactly.
Yeah, let's make all the women hot. Why not?
I mean, Aaron Spelling taught us that in Charlie's Angels.
He did. So, and I enjoyed it. And I wouldn't say Billy Bob is at his best, but he's maybe tied for his best, because I've seen him. He was that show that nobody watched where he was a lawyer.
I tried watching it and it didn't do it for me.
He was great in that.
Yeah.
Bad Santa is his best.
I mean, Bad News Bears, Bad Santa, pick your bad. But also the bad guy in Fargo, the TV show, I was like, I don't know if he'll ever be better.
Just reminded me of what was the show what did you just say? Oh, did you guys ever see the movie Lincoln Lawyer with McConaughey?
Yeah.
I liked it. Did you like it?
Yeah, really good. It
was good.
Really good.
Did you ever see Matchstick Men?
Yes, with Sam Rockwell and Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was good. That was good.
Yeah. You don't know Bruce McGill, the character actor, do you?
Of course I do.
You do?
This guy.
Yeah. And he was in Runaway Jury. He played the judge. So a few years back, the comedian friend of mine from Minnesota, KP Anderson, was a member of the Toluca Lake Golf Club, and he took me to the 19th hole. We were having a martini there, and Bruce McGill comes in and sits down and has a big old martini at the bar, and we just start talking to him. And it's like Ahmad Rashad. Ahmad likes being Ahmad. Bruce likes being Bruce, and he was having a good time. And I said, Matchstick Men is underrated. He goes, that was a good one. But he's a character actor.
He's so recognizable. He looks like a walrus.
Yeah.
He played a good fiery lawyer in The Insider with Russell Crowe.
What's the name of that guy who was in Cocoon, that actor?
Wilford Brimley.
My favorite scene in The Firm is when he takes Tom Cruise. We're going to go have a little talk. And he drives. He goes, imagine your young bride going to the mailbox to get her red book or sharper image, and she sees these. And we're talking oral and stuff.
What does she find instead? Heartache, Mitch. Intimate acts, oral and otherwise.
Oh,
that are difficult to forgive and impossible to forget.
I watched it. I said to my brother, because I rewatched, I go, you got to watch it with me. And I was doing the lines, did I lose you? I went looking for my wife.
I think maybe at this point I've seen The Firm more than any other movie.
Yeah. And when he saw that scene, he was laughing hysterically about the mailbox and oral and whatnot. I mean, that was great.
My favorite part of that movie is Gene Hackman keeps bothering Tom Cruise's wife. He's like, come to the Caribbean with me. Let me show you my Caribbean. And then she goes and he just takes her to the bar to Hyatt. It's like, I know every little nook and cranny of this island. I mean, there's a Hyatt bar and that's what I know.
It's a Regency, though.
I had this other category, but I might skip it. I'll just ask one of them. I know that. What is your guys' exercise regime? Because I don't know if Alec. I picture you as not exercising.
Goldy should answer this.
Okay, he's going to go get his Bowflex now or whatever.
Kettlebell.
Oh yeah.
56.
There you do a deadlift with that. So you just do deadlifts?
I do
or what?
Turkish. It's a 56-pound kettlebell. I do 5 Turkish get-ups each side every day.
Right.
And then I just add in some walks.
Right. And
Gotta lift heavy weight every day.
How's your weight?
It's very good because I got a blood glucose monitor about 4 months ago, and I started learning like what set my blood sugar high and low, and then I just instantly lost about 16 pounds.
What did you stop eating?
I mean, I stopped eating bread unless it was like amazing sourdough bread, and then I only eat it after I already eat vegetables and meat, so it doesn't cause a spike.
Interesting.
Wow.
And same with sugar, that you can't eat anything bad on an empty stomach. You got to like pile it into vegetables and meat.
Who takes their health more seriously, Alec or Goldy?
Goldy.
I know.
He'll live longer, but I'm more concerned with mine.
Goldy for sure.
Okay.
My body wants diabetes so badly. It like desperately wants to have diabetes.
It's interesting. Yeah.
Craig, you're adopting a wrap up tone. So
I go ahead.
I wanted to throw a couple things out there because I anticipated the opening barrage of Patriots sarcasm. So I just wanted to point out these are a few things that were going on the last time the Vikings were in the Super Bowl. Our president was Gerald Ford.
Was it like late 70s, right? Mid-70s?
This is January 1977.
77, yeah.
The French government were still using the guillotine.
Oh.
Star Wars had not yet been released. And the number one film at the time was The Enforcer with Clint Eastwood.
Oh. Was that the one with Sandra Locke? I can't remember.
No, that's the one, Sudden Impact.
Sudden Impact.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you for prepping. And of course, Goldy's prep was making sure his kettlebell was nearby. We're going to finish with the Life Gorgeous quiz. Simple questions, profound insights. Name, I think only Alec would get this, if anyone does. It's a music question. Burt Bacharach's lyricist.
Hal David.
Correct.
Jim Jarmusch.
Better cook. I know the answer to this. Alec or Goldy? Better cook.
Goldy.
Without
I'm
question.
the only cook.
Yeah. Goldy, I always wanted to know, I know you made pulled pork. What did you season your pulled pork with? Anything special? Or just the basics?
No, I mean, I guess if there's anything proprietary, is that the first thing I do before I smoke it is I slather it in mustard.
Oh.
And then I add my spice mix from there.
Any Dijon mustard or just the yellow mustard?
I just use the sort of like French's.
Okay.
I think it, like when you're smoking something that long, that it becomes a little pointless to.
Right.
Tell me about it.
Goldy, question for Goldy. Why don't you like puns as much as Alec?
I think because I'm exposed to Alec so much that I have to hear a lot of them. So, it's like if you had a chicken for dinner every night, and I'd be like, why don't you love chicken? It's like, well,
the frustrating thing for me is that Goldy is just as good and fast at puns as I am, but I think that he kind of holds it back because he feels a little ashamed of them.
It was written once, they're the lowest form of humor, but others say no, they're the highest form. But I
don't know if Alec feels, but I get angry when I think of a pun. I'm upset.
Yes, I know. That's
I know non-funny people who construct a pun. That's what throws me off. But the thing that bothers me with Alec is some of them are brilliant. I go, oh yeah, that makes me smile. But he's laughing at the ones that are mediocre or pedestrian. It's like, it's just a pun, and it's still good to do because it's a pun.
It'd be great if he was a little Dudley less.
There it is.
Okay, I'll give you a choice here. Food choice: sushi or enchiladas with rice and beans.
Sushi.
That's a crazy question. I don't know anyone who won't say sushi to that.
I was doing it because I like enchiladas more than I like enchiladas and rice and beans. But years ago, it threw me off when Alec Sulkin said, "I don't like Mexican food."
Yeah.
It just throws me off.
I just they're not my favorite flavors.
Cheese and beef and salsa.
I've come further in the interim years where I will now eat Mexican, but my Mexican taste is it's like steak fajitas with nothing, you know?
Right.
Oh, the come further kid.
On this note of I'm trying to pin down Alec with food here. Who do I think eats more hamburgers a month, Alec or Goldy? Who do I think eats more? Huh?
You think I eat more? And
correct, because you don't like Mexican food. You got to eat something. So
yeah.
do you eat more hamburgers than a Goldy?
I can confidently say yes, not knowing Goldy's answer, but I believe so. If
I do eat a lot of red meat because I don't eat much bread, but Alec definitely eats more burgers, I would say. Yeah.
Because if a guy doesn't eat Mexican food, he's got to probably do burgers or pizza. I don't know what else he's doing. True or false? This is easy. True or false? I saw the movie Jay Kelly.
False. You would have said something, and I've mentioned it 9 times.
Yes, I did not see it.
It would be rude at this point to not.
Alec, did you see it?
I haven't seen it yet. No.
Either have I. No desire.
Okay, I tried to pay-per-view it, but I got a movie called Gay Jelly instead. It was.
And finally, favorite Paul Newman movie. I have one.
Oh, I do too. And it's one that, I mean, the easy answer is Butch Cassidy, but that's that, and I love that. But my favorite one is The Verdict.
Bingo. Goldy?
I'm gonna go with Butch Cassidy. No, I think The Verdict is okay. I'll say. I didn't love it.
And I loved Cool Hand Luke too. That would be up in that conversation.
Do you guys know who was one of the screenwriters on The Verdict?
Ross Abrash.
David Mamet. Do you have a favorite line from The Verdict?
I wish we had The Verdict.
I'm going to predict what Craig's is.
Well, I have a couple.
Got to be something by James Mason.
I'll tell you what we do with that. We just ignore that. That.
That's it. That was the point. What do we do with the fact that he's black?
Yes. Yeah. I wanted to be a nurse. I just wanted to be a nurse. I thought that was good. Gentlemen, congratulations on your Patriots. I last checked a few days ago. They were 4.5-point underdogs.
Line hasn't moved.
They will be playing. I'm sure the weather will be great. I don't think it'll be raining. It's up in the Palo Alto area, Santa Clara. Do you guys bet on those games?
No, I don't even.
I tell you, I have been when I'm in Massachusetts, which I've had to be lately. I do a lot of like 20-leg NBA parlays of people scoring over 10 or 15 points, which is really enjoyable.
But that's
Dante DiVincenzo.
Yeah, you just stack them up and you can get the odds way up.
That's great.
It's very
That's
fun.
hilarious.
Wait, and Craig, you said the weather's going to be nice this weekend. What are you, Santa Clairvoyant?
Did you hear Goldy?
I did. I heard that. That's like the soundtrack of my life.
Another football question I just thought of, because I don't know. I assume you guys are huge Tom Brady fans. The fact that he left the Patriots and then won a Super Bowl at Tampa Bay, to me, is unreal. So you just have to say he's the greatest of all time.
I love it.
What's more exciting for you? If the Patriots win this Super Bowl with this team, Vrabel and May, or Tom Brady winning down in Tampa Bay?
What? This team?
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I loved that Brady won in Tampa Bay, especially beating the Chiefs. Like, I was so rooting for him, but it's for me, it's a totally different level when it's the Patriots.
Okay.
Goldie, the most exciting thing to me would be if Josh Dobbs threw for 400 yards. That would be like the ultimate. I would love that. I'm a huge Pastronaut fan. I also like one of my minority opinions is that the Joe Milton, who the Patriots traded to Dallas for a 5th-round pick, that Joe Milton is better than Drake May. That they chose the wrong quarterback. I think Joe Milton's incredible. He had the fastest thrown ball in the NFL last year.
That doesn't matter.
I sometimes think about how good Drew Bledsoe really was, because he was good, right?
Happy
I mean,
feet. Couldn't stand in the pocket.
Couldn't move at all, actually.
Well, couldn't move and didn't have the patience to stand in the pocket.
Okay. I guess I didn't see him play that much.
But his arm was one of the top 10 all-time NFL arms.
Okay.
Live arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, sir.
That was
Thank
fun.
you.
Oh, StreamYard.
That's our show. Punt it up this week, everybody. That's what we learned today. Punt it up.
Yep.
We'll see you next time. And remember, young people, I'm proud of you.